1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's the podcast? Episode 228, aka a different world. Um, we're only calling that because it is, uh, you know, it's the Howard Junior College uh, homecoming this weekend,
God damn.
and
Yo,
next week,
we are 37 seconds into the podcast and you already came out hating.
is God Body. You know what I mean? It's top tier Hove and 98 Hampton University homecoming.
Oh
So
my God.
if you want to go to a junior college, you know
Are
where to
you
go.
going to Hampton's homecoming?
I'll be at Hampton on, you know what I mean, making it
You,
work.
you gonna be down there?
I'm going down there with
Yeah,
him too. We're
going to
doing a road trip.
Hampton, quick little
Ooh.
1 day road trip.
Yeah.
Um,
Go DJ down there.
Abdul's
Should be
gonna
popping.
carry the crates.
Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy. Always available. Hashtag She Wear Eddie.
What's up?
And don't charge Abdul.
Howard University homecoming, baby. Let's get it.
Howard Junior College, if you've never been here before, because
Yo,
that shit is a big
that's
junior college.
So disrespectful. Howard Junior College.
Listen, man, it's all good. You know, it's just a playful banter.
Yeah,
But,
it's all love.
If you don't want to duck bullets as you go to class, you know.
That's a fact, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I mean,
and if you don't
Norfolk
have,
is not sweet either.
we're not in Norfolk. We're in Hampton.
Hampton Roads.
It's not like DC.
Hampton's so no.
It's not. DC's
you know
so
what's
much craziness happening in DC right now.
You know what's
We live in
crazy
the wild,
about
Wild West?
You know what's so crazy about Howard though? They get disrespected by like the white people and black people. It's fucking terrible. Like the white people walk their dogs on the campus. And
Are they
like,
still
shit
doing
all
that?
over the place.
Shitting on the quad.
Yeah, they still doing that. Yeah, for sure.
Not picking it up.
Somebody
And
gotta
then-
kick them dogs. You
and
kick
then
my
you got
dog.
listen, man. DC is a full on. It's a lot going on.
It's a
out
war
here
zone
right now,
out here,
bro.
dog.
Fucking war zone, dog.
I mean,
saw
I'm
that
not,
video?
gonna, I'm not gonna call it a war zone because you know
It's on its way.
it's a real war zone.
That's true. We gotta
going
talk
on
about
in
that
this
too.
world. But DC is out of control. I think there's a lack of. What I saw somebody make was a very good suggestion. Was you bring the New York laws down to DC?
What's the New York law?
So
Oh, you
guns,
mean like the gun carrying laws and all that?
guns,
It used to be like that here.
but guns in New York are like it's like 25. It's something crazy. 10 years off the rip, and then it's a year for every bullet that's in the gun.
I think that used to be like that
What?
here.
Yeah, I saw this dude talking about
Yeah,
that.
New York
So, like,
definitely has a mandatory of. I don't know about 25 years, but it's
No. I
It's
think
like
it might be
five-
10.
I think it's like 5 years minimum.
I think it's
mandatory.
5. I think because whatever Lil Wayne got, that's what that law was for.
Right.
Because he got caught illegally having a handgun in New York City.
So
you
I
do
mean,
like
boom.
2.5.
I think it was 5 years, and you did like 2.5, 3 years,
Yeah.
or something like that.
So I mean, boom. Like I think that's the way that DC should go. The video that Eddie and Abdul were speaking about. There's a part of DC called the Wharf. Traditionally, it was where you literally got your seafood from.
Yeah.
The city has since used
And
it.
you went to some of the best clubs out there.
Right, but you know, let's just say for whatever it was called the Wharf, like you know, it's a
Yep.
wharf, right? H2O, all those clubs are out there. You know, Sunday nights.
That's
It
right.
was in the hood, but you didn't necessarily feel unsafe over there.
It was like around the hood because it wasn't
Around
really
the
like
hood.
it was like
Around
wasn't
the
really residential around there.
The hood was like 2-3 blocks away.
Yeah.
Right. Recently, they've had a rash of robberies. A DJ that we all know was
Carjacked.
carjacked for everything. Just recently, I believe it was Tuesday night. Was it Tuesday night? I think Monday night.
Yeah.
So it's a Monday night, which is crazy because obviously you figure there's going to be less
Monday
people
night.
out there.
Because it's a Monday night.
Monday
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
a Toyota Caravan just pulls up. Dudes hop out. They took niggas' food. If you
With
take my
guns.
food,
From
They
Philippe
took
Chow.
everything,
People were
though.
coming out from Philippe Chow, and they got everybody, women,
So-
men.
so
They
that's
were
what I'm
like
saying.
waiting for the valet or something, or waiting for the Ubers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because it was
It's crazy.
literally right in front of the front door.
Bro, they came out with guns
All of them.
and just took everybody for a ride.
There was recently a group of teenagers, I believe, in PG County who were doing the same thing. They were caught though, and as they were driving away, they actually like slammed into some sort of structure,
Hmm.
set the car on fire, and all four people inside passed away.
The
And
four teenagers.
they were like 14 and 15 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, that sounds about right because in DC, a police officer cannot chase after a car or a motorcycle. In
Anything.
Maryland, you can't chase after anything. In Maryland, it seems like the laws are a little bit different. So
I
yeah,
think they can. Yeah.
yeah, I think you're allowed to chase after
Yeah.
a
High speed
car,
race.
or you can have a chase and try to get them, and that's probably what happened. Damn.
So I mean, obviously, it's always keep your eyes open and your wallet in your front pocket. But even these days, it's just really moving smart, moving swift, moving with intention. Um, I think what I was reading today is at some point people are going to start shooting back, and once they start shooting back, do you blame them? Do you try to enforce gun laws on them,
You can.
or
You can't. I don't know. It's not that easy to have that carry permit in DC.
It's
So,
it's it's not that hard.
oh, really?
Nah.
So, what can you get with that carry permit? That carry permit
With
means that you're
that carry
allowed
permit,
to defend yourself in the
yeah.
event of something happening.
If
But,
somebody puts your life in danger, you can defend yourself.
bro, it's now you're just upping the stakes and everything. Is what how I look at it, right? I mean, I see what happened to those people on Monday outside of Philippe Chow. They got robbed, but what I also saw was nobody got hurt.
Yeah, but I don't think if I have a gun on me
Mhm.
and five people have guns that are robbing everybody, I'm gonna fall back because you're not gonna win that battle.
Yeah, but even if it's just one, I think outside of it being something affecting my children or in my house,
Yo, if somebody's pointing a gun at you, they're affecting your children in your house, bro.
I hear
so
you. I hear you.
You
former
know what I'm saying?
former
No,
what's the
of
Like,
course.
podcast former what's the podcast guest, son of the city, um, Kevin Uncle Scooty posed a question earlier today.
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty good question.
What did he say?
He said, let me see, because he was just tweeting his tail off today, and then he wanted to repost. He wanted to repost
Oh,
everybody.
he's
And
that he did it. He put his tweet on all of his social media platforms. It was
yeah,
that good of a tweet. He felt like this was a good
in
tweet.
his mind, yes,
I mean, we're talking about it,
I mean,
so
we're talking about it.
yeah,
You're
no,
looking
no,
for
no,
it.
no. But he
had
had
some legs then.
He
he
had a
was
valid point.
basically saying, would you? He basically was saying, if a gun is pulled on you,
Yeah.
do you pretty much not react? You lose your life, your entire family is affected.
Hmm.
B, do you shoot and kill the person who um, was
Threatens
trying
you.
to threaten you,
Yeah.
effectively changing the course of their family's life and never really getting to the root of the problem, which could have been like a bad neighborhood or a bad family
Right.
dynamic? Like, do you feel any kind of way about that?
Or C, do you just give it up? Like whatever they want, you give it up.
I don't
He,
feel I don't feel bad about the dude with a gun trying to rob me because he already chose his path in life.
Sure. Of course.
So,
I get that too. That's
you
a
know,
very valid point.
you
My
live by the
point
gun, you
was
die by the gun. You know what I
my
mean?
my
Like,
point my only point was that um today I think if I'm able to see that I'm only being robbed, I'm only being robbed.
but
I'm gonna give it up.
you don't know that though.
You never know that.
That's what I'm
But
saying. You don't know
also
that.
I also could pull out my gun and not pull it out fast enough, and I still don't know what's could happen from that. My
Yeah.
gun could jam, I could miss, and then
Yeah,
I
I
could
mean,
still die.
yeah.
so
So
now,
But
so okay,
it's all a guessing game, you know?
it's so,
if you
Like,
were,
how would you feel if you die and you have the joint on you and you it was you have it in your waist
I
the whole
think
time?
I would just give it up, bro. Take it.
Yeah, I mean it depends not everything's worth dying
let
over.
me put it this
Either,
way.
you
Let's
know?
put it this way. Or do you feel like, D, let me become proactive
Hmm.
and go to a gun range and learn how to fire a gun properly,
Yeah.
right? Or E, do you just start going out to Fairfax?
What do you mean?
And
Like going out to party out there?
no, like party, dinner, whatever the case may be. Do you remove yourself from?
Like start
No, I'm
going
not going out
outside.
to Fairfax.
Start going outside the city. Go to Tyson's. Go to.
They just said
Go to
they said
Bethesda.
somebody got robbed at Tyson's.
Yeah.
But they said they got robbed at the center. So like the Tyson's 1, not
But
Tyson's
that's where all the
2.
food and stuff is. Tyson's 2 just got like 2 restaurants.
I think they got 2. Yeah, but I mean, like,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying, like, do you make Virginia an option? Do you make Bethesda an option? I've always loved Bethesda.
I like.
I mean,
Bethesda.
those
I'm
are
not
always
making Virginia
options.
an option.
Those are always options.
Virginia
but what
is
I'm
not
saying
in my book of places to go.
But what I'm saying is now, do they become more of an option? I guess. Like
I would say for some people, it probably is more.
You're willing
go
to
there.
bypass you're not even giving DC a chance. Certain neighborhoods in DC.
I'm sure Arlington will start to be more cracking, for sure.
I'm going to
Arlington already
Bethesda.
is. I was there this weekend.
No, I'm saying, but it's probably starting to be more cracking.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm going to Bethesda. But
I'm going to go to Bethesda, but shit could happen in Bethesda too.
I'm just going to keep my ass in the house. Like
I think I'm just gonna. Outside of it being, I think I'm just gonna give it up, man. Here you go. You got it, dog.
I just feel like.
What do you want? You want this Apple Watch?
But what if
Series
you're not
6?
even going? You're not even
it.
going. You're not even going to dinner. You're going to a fucking Wu-Tang Clan show.
Yeah, but then what do you? But then what do you do when you're standing outside Philippe Chow and somebody puts the joint on your wife and takes all her shit?
I mean,
you got to give it up.
Come off
what
that.
The fuck?
I know, but how does that make you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it makes me feel horrible.
We're alive. We're alive.
But what are you gonna do? We got children to get to.
No, I feel you. I don't have. You know, it's different.
But you still have. You still have
nothing you can do.
You still want to live though, Eddie. Right? Like kids are not.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside of them trying to hurt her.
Yeah.
All we can do is just give it up.
Yeah, I hear you.
What do you have? You have a little Gucci wallet, or you know?
Yeah, give it to him. Yeah, for sure.
It's a
for sure.
At most, it's something that can be replaced.
Yeah.
The crazy thing to me was
that's how I look at it today in my day and age, in my mature.
No, for sure.
Age,
nothing is worth. Nothing is worth.
Look at it.
Nothing.
The thing about it though is some kids are going to die. Somebody is going to clap back at them and take out 4 or 5 kids. And
even when you're walking away with your back turned, somebody, if I had the gun, that's probably when I'd pull it out and smoke you.
But that's when you go to jail.
Because I'm no longer.
They're not a threat to you anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I think somebody's gonna. I think somebody
edit that part out.
I think somebody's gonna try that anyway, though. I think you're absolutely right.
I think I think that I don't think that you would get in trouble if you shot somebody who had just robbed 5 people. You know what I mean? Like,
what about the fact that I might not be threatened, but this person is walking off now with my property, and I'm trying to get it back? Do I now have a case if I?
Yeah, you could go grab your shit back.
It sounds circumstantial,
if I shoot him,
but
nah. Because
I think as long as you don't shoot him in the back,
you can't shoot somebody for robbing you. You can shoot somebody for
why? If they rob me with a gun, though,
that's different,
right? They rob me with a gun,
but the gun's not on you no more. He's already walking away.
He's walking away, but they're still walking away with my shit.
Yeah, but you can't shoot somebody for robbing you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay, so do you?
I'm not a lawyer, obviously, but they say like even if somebody breaks into your house, if they don't have a weapon and you shoot them, you're gonna get in trouble probably.
That depends on the state.
For sure. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know? For sure. There's definitely states where you can shoot somebody for stepping on your driveway.
Yeah.
You know, it's been done.
Listen, I hope that we never
have to experience that.
For sure, man. For sure. It's just really crazy out here, man. It's just crazy. Really, really, really crazy. And it's I don't see it getting any better. I see it getting worse.
Listen, I think you just need to be vigilant. Watch out where you at.
Yeah, you gotta be calculated, man.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah.
And
truthfully,
move carefully.
I have to DJ at 12 Stories on Sunday. And
you want me to come with you?
I was
I got the burner on me.
And so I was just like, yo, what I was like,
license.
Yo, what time is the function? Dude was like, I need you 12 to 3. I said, oh, perfect. I said, all right, bro. The sun is up. The sun is up. We're in a good place.
Everybody's still sleeping.
Yeah, 12 to 3 p.m. Oh, wow.
Yeah, like brunch function.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we're in a good space.
That's my vibe. Let's
knock Pause.
Yeah, 12 midnight to 3 a.m.
I'd have quit. I'd have been like, I can't do it. or I'd have got a room in a hotel.
Yeah,
you're not.
You gotta get me a room so I can get out of here in the daytime.
Dead ass though. Give me a room. You know what I'm saying?
Those are nice hotels out there though.
Because they definitely robbing Jerome. He always got that big backpack on him. So they
what are we? Why put this on a pod? Goddamn.
I mean,
it's a lot of money in it. No, I'm just trying to play.
Wow,
I'm joking.
I mean, if you want a 15-inch MacBook Pro,
if you want a almost 5-year-old computer,
yeah. Good luck with the password.
Good luck with the password.
Yeah,
bunch of pictures.
No, I'm just saying, but you do leave places at 3 o'clock in the morning on a scooter or Uber, whatever, and you have a backpack on you, and that's like
I'm at
who you gonna rob?
I'm at St. E's on Saturday. I'm already planning everything. Like I'm either staying there till the sun comes up.
You just gotta call Uber Black, like.
But I told the door person. I said, "Yo, don't give me no money in front of everybody. Just hold that, put that in the back." And then I said, "Well, I'll get that." And then I was just like, "What I do though is I go to Heist because they got a side door at St. E's.
Yep.
So I leave the side door and I just run straight across to Heist.
Yep.
He said run.
Now it's funny. I say run because it's literally like across the street.
Yeah.
Speed walk.
Nah, I'm running. The only thing that goes about Heist, so you're gonna be in there for 3 hours taking shots with Rob.
That's all right.
Rob and Piero all night. So,
that's okay though.
What's the podcast episode 228? I forgot to say that. Do remember to check us out where you listen to all of our previous podcasts. We had a great comment section on our last episode on YouTube. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was.
I need to go check it out. I'm going to.
Yeah. It was very. I think we hit around 55 comments. It was tremendous.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were they talking about? Everything on the podcast?
The comedian thing was very. People were listing their favorite comedian. We told people.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Jada and Will Smith. That was heavily commented on. LeBron. Remember the tweet that LeBron, the tweet and the Instagram post that LeBron made. That was heavily commented.
Is that still
on.
up?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. And then there were just some Free Palestine comments and yeah. So,
man, God bless.
God bless. Shout out to peace in the Middle East, man. I mean, honestly, it's looking like 2024 is going to be World War III. They were just speaking. I guess Biden was in.
He's in Israel.
And because they said Iran and Hezbollah was like, yo, if Israel don't chill, now once Iran and Hezbollah get involved,
it levels out the playing field.
It levels out the playing field. Yeah,
not really. I mean, they're still. I mean, Israel has the backing of the whole West for one, and I believe on their own they're the 7th largest military in the world.
Yeah,
I think at some point though,
I think because every Israeli citizen has to join the military.
Yeah, a lot of them dudes flying back crying on planes.
You have to join the military,
right? But here's what I'm saying. I think once you get Iran and some of those countries involved, somebody's pulling that trigger on something nuclear. And
I don't know about that, but they definitely gonna.
Now hold on, but just hear me out though, because now because like you got the whole West. Now you got China, and Russia are buddies, right? You got a lot of some South American countries who are
North Korea.
You got South American countries. I believe Spain and another country expelled their Israeli diplomats or Israeli representatives or something.
I think a lot of those countries like Turkey, I think.
They're kicking them out.
They're kicking them
Jordan,
out.
They got expelled, and Colombia. So I think some South American countries actually did it too.
Yeah, it was Colombia and it was one more.
Venezuela, something. I don't know.
Something.
Don't quote me. Just look it up.
But
they expelled the Israeli ambassador,
diplomats.
They shut them all down.
I think we're slowly seeing sides picked is what's happening.
Have you guys seen some of these speeches from the Irish Parliament?
Going crazy.
Pro-Palestine?
Going crazy.
Wait, How the fuck did that even happen?
But they've been riding for Palestine.
Yes,
now.
they've apparently have always been riding for
They
Palestine.
have. Yes, they have. Yes, yes.
I don't even understand how that even happened.
Well, no, because think about it. This all started initially 1918 when the British wanted
47. Yeah.
No, 1918. I
Okay.
believe the British wanted to establish a state, but because they saw how much violence was, they quit. But the UK bowed out in I believe in 1918. And obviously, we've seen the issues between the United Kingdom and Ireland. They've had issues forever, so I can see how that there's a connection there, right? Shout out to my man Neil's in town from London. Who's trying to link us.
He's Irish.
Nah, but he lives in London, so
and he looks like he could be Irish.
He's from Shout
out to Neil.
Yeah, it's my guy.
Yeah.
So I see how the Irish people have, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to watch these speeches, people.
Everything they're saying is 100% accurate too.
So true.
They're calling out everybody in the West who's on the side of the state of Israel, and I saw some really, really beautiful things over the weekend, man. I see some Instagram accounts like this fucking idiot Michael Rappaport, who has been going on and on about how this is targeting the Jewish people and this, that. And I'm like, are you watching the same thing I am? Because every protest in Washington, D.C. outside of the White House was more than the majority of the people out there in support of Palestine were all Jewish American people.
Yeah, crazy.
Everybody from Orthodox Jewish people, like, to just regular Jewish American people fighting and protesting for the right of Palestine. So what exactly are you talking about? What Jewish people are you talking about are being targeted?
You know what interests me is him as a person always seems a little
he's a little off asshole.
But he be around people that we know.
I know.
And I don't understand that.
He's not anymore. I see you, I'm slapping you.
That's because they came up with each other. But
I am smacking the shit out of you,
I don't know, man. I look at comments and Instagram likes.
I see you, Michael Rappaport. I'm not even telling you which one of our friends, who we have in common. I'm just smacking the shit out of you.
Does the friend that you guys have in common feel the same way?
Nah, that's his man.
Okay.
that's his man.
That's his man, though. That's like man. Really his man.
That's cool. I respect that.
Yeah.
You won't even know that I know him.
But it's on site.
On site.
That's crazy.
On site. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Did you go down to any of those protests this weekend? You went down, right?
I didn't make it down there.
You did or did not?
I did not.
Okay.
I had a whole bunch of things happening. The weather was also raining, and that was sort of a cop out a little bit on my part.
100%.
But I should have gone. But I just had a whole bunch of things happening with the kids and family and stuff like that. So I never ended up making it over there. But I had a lot of friends in town that came in town for other things, but also to attend that protest. And it went very smoothly, man. I saw, videos from there, and, there were rabbis there, there were imams there, there were priests there. And it was very beautiful to watch that all these people from different faiths and different backgrounds and different colors, all coming together because they see an injustice in the world, and they see our government also participating in that injustice, because, how the United States government can actually even continue to support Israel is just mind-boggling to me. But it just happens. Every single president on either side of the party, whether they're Republican or Democrat, all support Israel. Obama came in 2008, and before he came on, he was very, there's speeches of him out there supporting Palestine and calling Israel out. But once he became a president, he fall right in line with supporting Israel.
Crazy.
I just don't understand. They have some sort of power over this country and the powers that rule this country, where they're able to make sure that
they're good.
They're backed up. Yeah.
I believe it's what did they say? It's obviously it's the positioning that they have, like literally the physical positioning
of the country.
Gives America a presence in the Middle East that pretty much no other country wants to give them.
I mean, listen,
for sure.
A lot of these
problems. Gave them $3.13 billion last year.
They're on the way. Biden just asked for another 100 billion
to give them.
Yeah,
100 billion.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, to help them out in this crisis that they're facing, which, it's.
What do they need money for?
And he's only going to give 100 million
to Gaza,
to Palestine.
Yeah. To blow up Gaza, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They need the money for that.
This is the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people, and it's all about to happen in front of our eyes. While, the state of Israel and those powers that be just are able to manipulate the news, and they're able to do airstrikes on hospitals and then make the post about it and then take it down and then say, oh no, it was Hamas that misfired a missile. How do you misfire a missile, dog? Like,
they're not doing that.
Come on, these guys have been in war for decades too. They know how to fire a missile. All right?
So let me ask y'all this.
No doubt.
How is this affecting your relationship with your Jewish friends?
I will speak. I'll speak for one of my closest friends who him and I have had this conversation, and we are on the same page. He is one of those Jewish American people that I talked about, that he would be down there protesting. You know what I mean? He does have family in Israel, and he was just in Israel with his family as well. But at the end of the day, it's about, he has a heart, and he sees that the damage being done to people over there. So now there are some other people that, I don't know. Are we gonna say names?
No,
okay. I don't know, but I think people are some people are dancing.
I think a lot of people's narrative has changed too as it has unfolded more and more. You know what I mean?
Another friend of ours who was talking about, after those October 7th horrendous acts happened with the Israeli citizens. I think it was October 7th. Our friend Eddie, you know what I'm talking about, and Jerome does as well. But he went crazy on social media, dog.
Yeah.
He went crazy, and him and I had a conversation, and he was like, nah, it's just not humane what's happening. And I was like, you're right. This is fucked up. Everything's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I had to call him out.
For sure.
I was like, yo, you stop posting. I see you now posting about Tom Brady or something like that. Like, man, what happened to inhumane conditions that are now happening to the Palestinian people and kids getting killed? Oh, nah, my business partner told me I had to chill. And I was like, oh, okay. Right, I get it. Okay, yeah. I understand. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's now, you got it out.
I feel like everybody's changing their tune, because everybody gets caught up in the hype of the internet and the news and all that shit. And,
And listen, it's human nature to want the best for your own people.
Of course.
So I'll never try to shit on anybody who's trying to do that.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying. I think most people have changed their narrative a little bit.
Situations like this, when you see injustice that's been going on for decades, and you're just not even willing to accept that this what is happening is a fucked up thing, we got a problem.
Yeah,
I think there's been. I think what it is, people's, and I agree with what both of y'all said, but I think people's attitudes are being updated,
right,
by the continuous. So what we didn't know before, because it might have been kept in whatever. Now, when it's on front view of the world, and you're lying about bombing a hospital, and then you bomb another hospital,
yeah,
and then I just found out today, like, what's it called? What did they say? How Gaza is very small.
It's very small. Yeah,
very small. I think it's from here to Laurel. From DC to Laurel is
it's like 25 miles long and like 3 or 4 miles wide or something like that.
It's super crazy. I think obviously
it's a strip, dog. It's like
it's sort of like a strip.
Between us recording, that's when they made that that demand of 1 million people move overnight.
Yeah.
So all of these things happening.
You give these people
it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Well, you just can't positively represent this type of government. You can be proud to be Israeli all you want, or Jewish all you want. Of course. But you can't really be like, yo, fam, like if I ask you, yo, straight up, fam, you are really proud of this? This is represents your people? Okay, then. So like
somehow some of these people find a rationale that they're gonna stick to, and that's what they hold close to their heart.
Yeah, I mean, ignorance is bliss, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that no more, man.
I mean, people. That's doing it. That's what's happening. What's happening.
I think the ones that understand what's going on, they're out. They're in front of the White House, and everybody protesting all around the world.
I don't think if you have a heart and if you're a good person, so and then people can read into this how they want, right?
You got
because somebody made a comparison. They said if you talk about you can see both sides, it's equal to being on some all lives matter shit.
Mm-hmm. I get that, bro. You listen to some of these talks that these rabbis have, where they really break down what Judaism is against and what people of a Jewish faith should stand up against.
It's against Zionism.
And how unfair this is all for the people of Palestine. Yo, it'll bring tears to your eyes. These are the people you would think, you know what I'm saying? Like without not knowing anything, that you'd be like, oh, this is all state-run propaganda. You know what I mean?
None of this shit has to do with religion, dog.
A lot of the Israelis were unhappy with Netanyahu and the government.
Netanyahu is a bitch, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Israelis were unhappy with him, and they still are. But I think that hospital attack or them getting attacked, obviously.
The hospital attack, if you brought up when they gave 1 million people 24 hours to evacuate their homes and gave them the path or the route that they needed to take for safe passage, and then they bombed that route. Mad people died, dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. Prayers and condolences, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot more of that, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. I'm eating. I haven't eaten all day, so.
What you got there? Yeah, some yums.
Some Popeyes.
Oh, chicken sandwich.
Not the new ghost pepper wings.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are they hot?
Are they hot?
I'm not trying until we get off the air.
Oh.
I might have to do the ghost pepper wings because
I had the biscuit. You know,
extra sauce on the side. Pause.
You already know. Pause.
I can do ghost peppers.
But
work.
What's the podcast? So we had let's just say we had a new enemy.
Oh,
over the past couple of weeks. What's the podcast?
Collectively,
yes.
Okay.
Collectively, yeah.
We got beef.
We just were not feeling the amount of access and leeway that was given towards the Throwing Fits podcast. Right, we broke them down last week. We were guessing
last week, a few weeks ago,
or 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure.
Okay,
we broke down their like ethnicity. Like we went crazy.
Oh, right. Yes.
They actually teamed up with Mr. Porter, who is an online shopping portal.
Okay,
and they've like dropped a selection of clothes. They curated a winter wardrobe. This shit is horrible. It's not. It's like they're just throwing around a lot of big names just to do it. But I'm sending you guys the link right now. Hold on 1 second because I want to make sure that we're all. It's right here in the private chat. And we're still talking about them, so that does give them the upper hand, and they're working with Mr. Porter. If that makes everybody feel good about it.
Yeah, let me see here what they got.
The models are wearing their fits.
So they have all the clothes that they were able to choose, and they put together different outfits.
Are they? Is that them? These two guys right here?
Yeah, that's them.
But who wears these fits? Who are they?
I would never look to these guys for fashion advice.
Yeah, who are they styling? Do people wear like?
It's like the New York City Man or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, this is
it's like like a thrift store ALD. It's like trying to get the ALD look from the thrift store.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Hey man, shout out to y'all. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad you got it together.
Throwing them fits out. We throwing them fits out.
Oh my goodness.
The perfect winter wardrobe. It's far from perfect.
For who?
For them.
I don't even see one coat in that motherfucker.
Nah. I see one sweater on my wear.
Besides a sport coat.
Yeah. I see what are those? They got on Madewell jeans or something like that.
That is the Madewell.
What are y'all doing? What is this? This is a very Madewell.
Listen, what's the podcast? If you want to check this out, we'll put a link in our story so that
all right, shout out to y'all throwing fits.
Now, I believe we also staying in the realm of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our number one. Shout out to our number one. Like, he listens, but he doesn't listen, and like he'll just text randomly, put some group chat. Bromar, I believe this was between
Omar.
Yeah, this is between us recording. Sends over a screenshot from Abdul's man, matter of fact, which was the icing on the cake of a particular figure who we've been talking about recently. This person got married. He was trying to put slaves that were being hung on a T-shirt.
Tremaine Emory
got married. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the fact that he got married.
Congratulations
to him.
Congratulations.
It was to whom he got married.
It wasn't a Nubian queen?
Oh, it was far from it.
The furthest thing from it.
Complete opposite. She was a
Norwegian?
A Norwegian pale. You know what I'm saying?
Respect. Salute.
Mind you, we invited Tremaine on the show twice.
Twice he did. He never responded.
He didn't respond. I think he was getting married though.
Yeah, true. Like he might be on his honeymoon and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
The internet itself absolutely
now you don't want him on the show. We invited you twice. Now we don't want you.
The internet absolutely
our invitation. So wait, the internet went at him?
Oh, what? Oh my God!
Where do I see all that?
Just little Omar and us.
It was a thread. It was a thread on Twitter. It was probably where Omar saw it first. It was a thread on Twitter.
Snap!
Yeah, because it was a woman. She was like, a lot of those fashion types. She was like, I already figured he dated like a white chick.
Yeah,
but it was like she just wouldn't be this white. You know what I'm saying? Like,
jeez, yeah. Her name is like McLean. She might be Irish, in which case she's pro-Palestine.
I mean, you know, like I don't know.
I would hope she's
she's an ally. I don't know.
I would hope.
I don't think so. I think she might be.
That's pretty common though, isn't it? Like in the fact, I don't know. Like, isn't Virgil's wife white?
Yeah, she's white.
Yeah, Virgil's wife is white. Yeah,
but I mean,
he also didn't want to put slaves on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Being hung. I get it.
No, for sure.
I can't. I mean, I get it with Virgil though. Like you never really saw him around a ton of black.
Also, Virgil
women.
was from the sticks of Michigan.
Nah, he was just
all the dudes in his crew.
Isn't
Don C's wife white? Kanye's wife
no,
is white.
Don C's wife is white.
Don C's wife is black.
Is she?
Yeah, Kristen. Kanye deals with whoever he deals with.
Mostly white.
Who else?
Jerry Lorenzo's wife is
Mexican.
That's an ally. That's
yeah. I mean, depends on what colors.
Yeah,
you
I mean, I would just say like none of them are black. None of them are black.
I think Don C's wife might be black.
Only Don C. She's black for sure.
I think so.
Which is fine. Listen, love who you love.
Love
yada,
no
yada,
doubt,
yada.
no doubt. But I'm saying, you can't just like single him out.
Well, you also can't put slaves on a T-shirt and then marry a white
he can if he wants to.
I mean, you can absolutely do whatever you choose.
You can. But let's be real. It didn't happen, and it makes you look crazy that the stance you're taking is I want to put slaves on a T-shirt, but
you guys
my queen
think that,
is of a Viking nature.
Do you think that he was
my milk of magnesia?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the best scene.
That's
ever.
the best scene in the.
Excuse me, can you please tap that?
Excuse me, my Nubian queen sister. Can you please tap that white woman?
Yo, if you haven't seen Don't Be a Menace while drinking, what is it? Don't be a menace while drinking juice.
While drinking your juice.
Yeah, drinking juice in the head or whatever. Oh my God.
Classic.
I gotta rewatch that.
Holy shit.
I wonder if it still holds up today.
It has to.
It has to.
We just died off one line.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we literally died.
You are right. You are right. I wonder. You know what? Without even knowing much about Tremaine Emory and his relationship with this woman, part of it could be that he's just a famous person and just wanted to keep that relationship under wraps. But I mean, you start thinking if maybe we just did not also know about her, maybe because, well, how long have they even been together, right?
Long enough to get married, dog.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say.
Are they? Yeah, I don't know. This is it tripped me out. I can't front.
You gonna stop wearing the Pan-African flag Converse?
No, I like those.
You gonna wear one American flag Converse, one Pan-African?
Yo, I'll tell you all this. My African American studies teacher in college, I'm not gonna say his name because he's a little bit famous now. But and I'm good friends with. Not good friends. I'm still friends with his son. His son of a previous marriage. But I'll say this. We would be in class and he would just go to work. I mean, he shitted on white people for that hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I became friends with his son. And I went to his house for Thanksgiving once, and my man was black, but his stepmother was white.
Oh,
your professor's wife was white.
Yeah, my homeboy, he had divorced his mother and got remarried
to a white woman.
So
he wanted to do what the white man was doing for the black man for years.
Cornel West is on the same vibe too, though.
Yeah,
Cornel West is married to a white woman?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I gotta look that
I
up.
believe you, though.
I believe you too. I believe you too.
I'm saying the no, he's not just came out like
it's just. I mean, listen, love who you love. We got to make that a disclaimer. Love who you love, man. Love, hey, man, everything's good.
Yeah. Just the line of work you're in should be more conducive to I don't know. It doesn't say it.
Oh man, she's kind of like. Wait, what race is this woman?
I mean, this one looks Middle Eastern.
She's kind of Middle Eastern.
Her last name is Santiago. So
she's Spanish. That makes
sense.
I'm
looking at no.
That's not her.
Nah, that was an older wife.
Oh, I mean, okay.
That was the one that was
1986.
86.
Okay.
This new one, first of all, this thing's been married 7 million times.
Oh shit! The Medium has an article talking black and sleeping white. on the Black nationalist critiques of Cornel West.
Wow.
What a headline.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Listen, love who you
love.
Love
who you
man.
love because,
Yeah.
Do what you do.
Oh, she's Iranian. She's not white. His new wife is Iranian.
Okay. She looks significantly younger than him, though.
No, not significantly, but she's probably in her 40s or early 50s. Maybe it has her age in here. Let me see.
This is hilarious.
Oh, shit. They have Dr. Umar Johnson did a reaction to West's presidential campaign. What did he say? Oh, he must have gone crazy on him.
She is a PhD professor.
He's a
mother,
PhD
wife,
too, isn't he?
immigrant. She's Iranian American. Yeah. I'm not an optimist, but I'm a prisoner of hope. Cornel West, she loves Jesus.
I mean, listen, that title, that article heading is just crazy. Talking black and sleeping white. Why would the medium do that to him?
Because there's multiple instances. There's multiple instances of him dealing. I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, yeah, but let's be honest, like no disrespect, but it's the same shit. Like, look at Bill Russell. Bill Russell played in Boston in the 50s when it was the most racist. They wouldn't let this nigga live in the town and dated nothing but white women.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar too.
There you go.
And I just found that out from the TV show that his wife on the show was actually white.
These niggas are crazy. And I'm from Arizona. Like, you date everybody where I'm from, but
I mean, you date everybody even over here too.
Yeah.
I'm equal opportunity, baby. It's
no doubt.
Wow.
No doubt.
Listen,
but you're not putting slaves on the
episode we got to dedicate to the work Jerome been putting out here in the streets, because I've bared witness to some of it, and my guy's getting it in.
A true gentleman never tells.
Respect. I'll tell. I'll tell his business.
But I think that it's just interesting. I mean, you see a lot of it with athletes, you see a lot of it with high level entertainers, but it's always it looks a little different.
It's the ones you least expect it to be.
Well, not even that. It just looks different when you're taking this stance of black people this and black people that, and then you're going home to the opposite of what you're saying. Like, why are you? What made you're an expert on the culture and the people, but you don't even share a home.
You don't live
exactly. You don't even share a home.
Yeah, it bugged me out going into my. I talked about my African American studies professor. It bugged me out. It did not bother me, but it bugged me out going in there and seeing that he had a white.
You were surprised.
I was shocked.
Yeah. How was the food? How was the food?
Bland.
I mean, you went for Thanksgiving, so I mean, how was the food?
Yeah. Oh my God, you went for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I went
That's what he said.
Yeah, I was shocked.
You know what also shocks me though, and this is something that I'll say that I truly, especially since like people our age, their grandparents were around in the 40s and the 50s. Right, so like you're like, let's say you marry into a family.
Our parents was born.
Our parents was right. My mom just turned 75 the other day. Shout out to Burl. Happy birthday, Burl.
No doubt.
Right? So you marry somebody, and their dad was around in the 50s and the 60s. Do you check this nigga? Do you be like, yo, fam, where was you at? Like, were you an ally? Right? Because you can't, like, was they calling you nigger back in the day, but all of a sudden their daughter is good enough, you're good enough to marry their daughter? Like,
yeah, I don't know, man.
It's an interesting place to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it could have been an ally's daughter, you know?
I need to know either way. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, it was more so, it wasn't shocking because I feel some sort of way against white people, because I don't. It was just shocking because of how I used to hear him talk in class, and then go to his house and see he's laid up with a white woman. I think that was the shocking part of it all. But yeah, our parents, listen, our parents and their parents have been through some shit, man. It's just
what I mean, if they're allies, all good. But like
yeah.
if their
they
parents,
have to be.
because
Nah, they don't.
I've
I've
definitely
seen
known
so many grandparents. I've heard so many stories about grandparents
That don't disapprove.
who
hell
disapproved
yeah.
and did not
No, for
accept
sure.
their mixed race grandchildren until a
That's
lot
so
later in life.
that's so sad.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, man. What's a podcast? Um Let us know. Let us know. Let us know how you feel about it. We love the comment when the comment section is popping.
Yeah.
We have a very intelligent comment section. It's not like, we don't have bots or lackluster people. We have really, what I'm saying? I like the comment section we have is people that have strong, intelligent opinions. So please voice yours.
No doubt.
Your child is of mixed heritage, just like mine is, Jerome. Do you is your is her mother's side very tied to the Puerto Rican heritage, or not really? It's just
Yeah, 100%. Like my child's so she would have been my child's great grandmother spoke no English,
mhm.
right? But I loved it because they would listen to the Puerto Rican music and she forced her to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
My child's grandmother is very similar in that she listens to a lot of Puerto Rican music and they speak Spanish together as well.
On TV, all that.
All that. And the whip, all that. You know what I'm saying? And they're very Puerto Rican, but I just talked to my child's mother about this last night. She was saying how when she got to they're from Georgia. When they got to Georgia, she was accepted more so by the black kids than by the Spanish kids.
Right.
And so that's been her crew ever since she rolled that wave.
It depends on what like type of Latin.
Yes, because
it's probably the same thing in Arizona. If a Puerto Rican would have showed up to your high school in Arizona, he probably would have been more
with the
black
7 black people that were there along with me. Yes.
Because the Spanish people in Arizona are all Mexican and they're
hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. And like she was also explaining to me like the language barrier between like South Americans and like Caribbean Americans.
Way
and
different.
I mean South Americans, people from the Caribbean and Spain.
Way different.
Spanish is way different.
Way different.
And my daughter's actually outnumbered in her classes. And sometimes she's not comfortable speaking Spanish because there are different words being used.
Different
dialects.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, boo-boo. And I'm not really the best father when it comes to shit like this. You know who I'm like? You know who I really respect out here, bro? Fucking David Beckham's dad. That nigga did whatever it took to make his son be successful. He lived through his son. He had his son kicking the ball left 400 times.
Crazy.
I'm second. I'm on the second episode, and his dad is
Love
a fucking
monster.
Yeah.
Love that shit, bro.
Also, Serena Williams and their dad too.
That's how you gotta be, right? So I'm telling, yeah. I'm telling Boo Boo, and I'm not always the best. I say things that I definitely should not say about other kids.
She definitely has to hear.
But she has to hear because I'm quick to say, "Hey, baby, they ain't got no future." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty wild with it, but I have to let her. I have to let her understand that just because you're slightly different, you're only different through how you speak, not even how you look necessarily.
And that's not even different. That's just you have to learn.
It's such a slight difference, though. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense because at the end of the day, if both of y'all speak Spanish and 6 white boys from Oklahoma walk up on y'all and scream, "Go back to Mexico," they're all going to be wrong.
They're talking to you too.
Yeah, you're talking to both of y'all. The same type of, you know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Puerto Ricans, man. They cool.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? They solid.
I love Puerto Ricans.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, episode 228.
Senor Frog.
There's a restaurant.
Senor Frog.
There's a restaurant in DC on U Street. It was called the Smith. It did not last very long.
Oh, it's gone.
It's been gone, bro.
That was like a big, nice, big night.
Like
I never went in there either, but it was like a nice restaurant.
I went there one time. It was cool.
I don't mean the food was good. It just looked like a grand. Like
it felt like he was in New York.
They spent some money in there.
Yeah, that's actually reopening. It's going to be like the biggest sports bar in DC now. I guess what they want to call it. Yeah,
they're not ready. They're not ready for U Street.
No.
U Street, I think there's
going to be a lot of fights happening over there.
They're not ready for U Street.
I think in 2 years' time, U Street's going to be pretty empty.
Where do you think they're going to go?
I mean, I've been to that Navy Yard. That Navy Yard is where they're at now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and that Navy Yard is pushing.
That's where you get robbed. That's where you get robbed coming out the restaurant.
That Navy Yard is pushing over to Southeast too, because where Sandlot is. Remember how it used to be an empty lot across the street?
Yeah, those are all condos now.
Big condos now.
I just went to a DC United game on Saturday, and I saw some of those buildings pop up, and I was just like,
those buildings are going to have restaurants and bars on the first floor.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
damn it.
But U Street doesn't attract that same Navy Yard demographic, dog. I mean, U Street, there's motherfuckers is doing wheelies on 4-wheelers up and down U Street all night, like.
But at night, U Street goes dark. But I was heading somewhere last weekend. It was Saturday afternoon, maybe like 2:00, and all I was seeing was groups of white kids
on U Street.
On U Street.
Oh, for sure. Daytime, for sure.
Daytime. That's what I'm saying. So daytime,
but nighttime.
That place might close at nighttime. They might be like, "Fuck it, we'll just close at 10:00 on the weekends," because it's just.
I mean, they already pretty much shut most of it down. It's not really easy to navigate through U Street. Right? I mean, blocks around there. They shut a lot of it down.
They are honestly the young white crowds are more on like 4th Avenue. They'll go to like Franklin Hall. They'll go to Maidan.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find a little spot in the cut, something like that. So, episode 228, what's the podcast? I guess we can slide right into what is Abdul watching, because like I said, I watched the first episode and a half of the Beckham.
Oh man,
I think it's tremendous. I'm at the point where I think the crowd was just singing his name.
Yeah.
You know which part I'm at. The crowd.
Did he already start dating Victoria?
She just had the baby, so they're already there.
I haven't got that far yet. It's all good. I mean, obviously we know they have kids, but I'm to the point where like she just got like came into like the documentary.
So his dad, I thought was just
his parents look like good, decent people.
Yeah, absolutely.
His mom as well, and. I was happy to see they're still very much part of his life. He seems like, as much as famous as he is, and what a astounding career he had, he still seems very
like grounded.
Very grounded.
Yeah.
He took it all in stride. It was just like, what I'm saying, let me just get to this bag and I'm gonna just do what I need to do, but at the end of the day, this is not a reality.
Yeah.
What am I watching, man? I've since last week, I've still just been watching The Sopranos. I've been going through all the old episodes, and The Sopranos still really holds up.
Sopranos and The Wire are like the two best.
Sopranos and The Wire
like
are always going to be really good anytime you watch them, and you just gotta binge watch it. I started at season 1, episode 1. I'm now almost at season 4, episode 11. So I don't remember how many seasons there are, but I'm just kind of killing time. I'm waiting for some of these other shows that I do want to watch to finish up so I can binge watch them. The Morning Show on Apple TV has a new season out. I think I've talked about it in the past weeks when they were about to start a new season. I'm just waiting for those episodes to load up. Billions on Showtime is another show I really want to watch. And that one might actually be over, but I'm just in the middle of The Sopranos, man. I'm going to get to it after this. And yeah, that's all I got for TV, to be honest.
So I have a question. Do you guys think the Griselda run is
coming to an end?
Even over?
Why do you think that?
I'm just asking a question because I think that Westside
Benny's like promoting his new album.
Westside just dropped the album.
Yeah.
Right? Have y'all heard the album?
No.
Listen to the album.
It's not. It's different from old Griselda.
I always appreciate when artists try new things.
Yeah, I don't. I'll be very honest and frank about that. I don't appreciate you trying new things.
Let me just. All right, so like I enjoyed Drake's House album. I thought it was good. Artist at the top of your game. You go completely left. That to me is true art. With this new Westside Gun album, a couple of the beats are like trapped out, take Heath, fuck these niggas type beats, and he just sounds terrible on them. And it's like, bro, like that should just been an Alchemist beat. That should have just been a Derringer beat. Get back with DJ Premier. You know what I'm saying? Something of that nature. So I think you guys should listen to the album.
I'm gonna check it out.
You think the run's over?
I mean, I think Conway is the best rapper out of all of them.
I think Conway might be one of the best modern day rappers, period.
But Conway is nasty.
But Conway isn't ever gonna make no real commercial radio stuff.
I don't want him to.
So, but let's just have this conversation.
I mean, I don't think Westside or Benny will either.
But here's the funny thing about commercial hits, right? Because there are gangster songs that we all know that we're not supposed to go commercial, that we all ended up hearing on the radio. 100%. I mean, a lot of the Locks music that we ended up hearing on the radio might not necessarily have been made for commercial use. Sometimes these things just kind of happen on their own and take a song just gets legs and starts moving. Not necessarily because it's a gangster song, because there's a lot of shit. The Game, every song that the Game has had on the radio in his whole discography has been on some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think some of these, you don't have to come up with a formula, bro. Just do what you do.
But here's what I'm saying, all right. So I think the Griselda thing, one, it's been a shorter amount of time than we can. It's only been since like 2018, 17, right? Then it's like it's kind of the same shit over and over again. The beats kind of sound the same.
Like all the good shit is kind of similar.
The flows, everything is kind of the same. They're just interchangeable pieces, right? This song will have Rome Streets. This song will have Boldy James, et cetera, right? So being that they've given so much music over the past 5 years, it's almost like they sped up their run.
They definitely
now it's like, what else? What can they do? Because when y'all have to hear these Westside Gun trap beat songs.
What's the name of the album called? I'm about to download it right now.
Okay, so the album's called "And Then You Pray for Me."
Okay,
it's supposed to be part 2 of "Pray for Paris." "Pray for Paris" is an incredible album.
Amazing.
Yeah,
that to me is his best album outside of one of those Hitlers wear Hermes joints.
Whichever one he's wearing the Chanel ski mask.
Yeah, that shit was crack. Oh my god, that shit is mean.
What was that called?
I don't know. Hitler wear Hermes.
Yeah, I think that was number 7 though.
7, yeah.
Hey, that shit right there.
That's a smoker.
Crazy.
Yeah, the whole album.
But the new one, I'm like, bro, I appreciate the trap beats. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the different flows and all that. But like, I just don't understand why cats just can't like. Why is nobody calling like Easy Mo B or Nashim Myrick or any of the hitmen and just getting a beat?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know we all saw the Juicy J clip where he said rap is down 40%. Because a lot of the music coming out sucks. And I think the What's It Called music is good. Griselda is good, but it's just like, is it more of the same thing? Are people going to start to get kind of turned off?
Did you listen to this new Drake album?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's bad.
Wow.
The only reason why I sell my computer, I got to do St. E's on Saturday. So in case I get a text like, yo, play the new Drake, like, here, I got it. But it's terrible. So listen, people, do this. We got a new episode next week. Between that time, we want to see comments of, do you like the Drake? Do you like the Griselda? Are you married to a white woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, let us
respect if you are.
Respectfully, yeah. Respect.
Yeah. Salute.
Yo, love who you love, man.
Love who you love.
Shout out to Zach and Chasen. They pulled up on me at my gig.
No doubt. Shout out to Chasen and Zach coming through for
our white brethren, Zach.
No doubt. My man.
Zach gets a pass, right?
Zach's the man.
He gets a pass
if he's married to a white woman.
Zach's not married. Let's not put that on his jacket.
He is married or not married?
I don't think he's
Live
married.
your best life.
He's not thinking about that. They're gonna open up 5 more soul priority stores.
Get money. Shout out to my man, always available. # She were Eddie.
Peace, you guys.
Shout out to my guy, Don't Charge Abdul.
Howard homecoming weekend, man. We outside all weekend.
Howard Junior College weekend is here. Keep your eyes open on your wallet in your front pocket.
Catch me at Park tomorrow.
On a Thursday?
Historically, that's the classic joint.
That's the jump off.
That's the alumni jump off right there.
So glad I'm DJing somewhere else tomorrow.
From the 1990s.
Oh man, beautiful. I am DJ Jerome Baker III. Shout out to our guy Silent Tom. And we're out. Peace.